Hello traders, you are welcome back to the Forex Geek channel, and I especially welcome you to this video. If you have been searching for the best 1-minute EMA scalping strategy, this is the video for you. I'm going to walk you through a clean, fast-paced setup using just 2 EMAs to help you catch short-term momentum like a sniper. No complicated indicators, no laggy signals, just pure price action, smart EMA crossovers, and precision timing. Let us dive right in. First things first, open up your chart on a 1-minute time frame. This is crucial, right? You are scalping, not swing trading. We want fast entries and quick exits, right? So the next thing is to add your exponential moving averages. You add the 9 EMA and the 21 EMA to your chart. All right. This is for the 9 EMA. We have to change the coloring of this for sake of visibility. This is going to be the 21 EMA. All right. So the 9 EMA reacts fast to price changes, while the 21 EMA smooths out the noise. When the 9 EMA crosses above the 21 EMA, we are looking for buy setups. When the 9 EMA crosses below the 21 EMA, we are hunting for short setups. All right. So here's the magic. You wait for the crossover to happen. You look for price action that confirms the trend. For example, a bullish candle, that bullish candles above both the EMAs for buys, or you look for bearish candles, significant bearish candles below the EMAs for sells. Okay. Then you can also use volume confirmation. Volume confirmation is a plus, right? Volume confirmation. Remember that when volume backs a particular move, there is a high chance of that move playing out, right? If there is an increase in volume when price is surging in a particular direction, there is a chance that that particular move might at least continue for a little while. Okay, so do not rush into the first candle after the crossover. After you get a crossover, do not just jump into the trade immediately. Okay, after the crossover, wait for a slight pullback to the EMA. You can see what happened here, right? After this crossover, you can see there was a slight pullback to the EMA, and look at how the volume increased somewhere around here. All right, though this trend was very steep. This is a very steep trend. Okay, let's look for one that is not as steep as that. All right. All right, we can see, let's just use this buy trade as an example. Crossover to the upside, the price went up, we tested the 50 EMA. You can see there was an increase in volume. All right, so this would have been a good place to enter a buy after this bullish candle form when this rejection completed. All right, so if you enter a buy trade, you can set a stop loss. If you want a tight stop loss, you can just set it below the EMA at that point, right? And then for your take profit, you can actually use key resistance zones, right? You can use resistance zones, or you can wait for when the EMA bearish crossover occurs to exit your buy trade. Remember that this is scalping. We are in and out. All right, so you aim for a 1 to 1.5 or 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, meaning if you are risking 10 pips, you can be aiming for between 15 to 20 pips. This is scalping. All right, place your stop just beyond the most recent swing. Your stop just below the most recent swing low. That is for a buy trade. Or if it is a sell trade, you can place your stop just below the most recent swing high. Perhaps you get a confirmation around here. This bearish candlestick that closed below the EMAs. You can enter your sell, stop loss above the recent swing high. Take profits can be, around support zones. But remember that this is scalping. So if you get any sign of a reversal, you can just jump out of the trade immediately. Okay, your take profit should be just before the next support or the next resistance. You don't have to put it at the extreme top. You don't have to put it exactly at the resistance or exactly at the support, because sometimes, of course, price might not exactly get to that particular point. Remember that support and resistance are zones. Remember that they are zones, not precise price points. All right. So stay disciplined and do not overstay your welcome. Risk management is very crucial when it comes to trading. And for the fact that you are talking about scalping, you need to be very proactive. You need to be very fast. It's a fast-paced scalping strategy. Sorry, it's a fast-paced strategy. That is scalping, yeah? So you need to be very hasty in making your decisions, although you need to calculate your decisions properly. All right. The fact that you are making hasty decisions do not mean that you should make random, impulsive decisions that do not make sense. You have to do your analysis still, and you have to make your decisions according to a proper plan. Right. Okay. So now, just a very, very quick recap. When you are using this strategy, you wait for a crossover, right? When the 9 EMA crosses above the 21 EMA, it's a buy signal. When you have volume backing that move, it's even more valid. All right. You can enter a buy trade once you get your candlestick confirmation. For example, you can see this bullish candlestick, stop loss below the recent swing low. Take profit can be around the next resistance, before the resistance. Risk to reward ratio between 1 to 1.5 to 1 to 2. Minimum of 1 ratio 1.5, because it is scalping. Okay. Then in the case of a sell trade, once the 9 EMA drops below the 21 EMA, you enter your sell. Make sure that you have the bearish candlestick that supports that move. Enter your sell, stop loss above the recent swing high. Take profits around the support zones, just before the support zone. Remember that this is scalping. Okay. Now, risk management is where most traders blow their accounts. Use a fixed risk percentage, no more than 1 to 2% of your account per trade. All right. Also, set a maximum number of trades per session. The fact you are scalping does not mean that you should open 500 trades in a day. All right. You should set a maximum number of trades per session. For example, you can decide to depending on your style of scalping, because some traders can open tens of trades in a day, right? Some might open less than 10, right? Depending on the time frame that you are scalping on as well. Okay. So, for example, you can decide to be trading maybe 3 to 5 trades in a day, or maybe a 1 minute, 3 to 5 days a day on a 1 minute chart. That's actually enough. But depending on your style, like I said, okay, the goal is consistency, not chaos. All right, consistency is the goal. Okay. All right, so that is it for this breakdown of the best 1 minute EMA scalping strategy. Fast-paced, precise, and built for traders who love to stay active in the markets. If you found this video valuable, do me a favor. Smash that like button and subscribe for more high impact trading content. Drop a comment if you want me to break down this strategy on different pairs or in a live session. Until next time, stay sharp, stay focused. Peace out. Hope to see you in the next video.